Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, May 5, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Texas Rangers vs Los Angeles Angels. On Friday, the Rangers will be starting right-hander Dane Dunning, who's 2-0 with a 1.77 ERA while on the road this season, he's 1-0 with a 2.25 ERA. As a pitching staff, the Rangers have a team ERA of 3.74 which ranks 10th. On the road, meanwhile, Texas's pitching staff has a team ERA of 3.71. Los Angeles concludes its series against St. Louis on Thursday afternoon and then will fly back to La to host Texas on Friday night. In the series opener, the Angels are starting left-hander Tyler Anderson, who's 1-0 with a 5.74 ERA while at home this season, he's 0-0 with a 9.00 ERA, as in 2 starts he's gone 10 innings allowing 11 runs, 10 earned on 14 hits. As a pitching staff, Los Angeles has a team ERA of 3.78. Texas gets a big advantage in the opener as the Rangers are off Thursday and got to fly to LA early, while the Angels have to play in St. Louis on Thursday before having to fly to LA that night. As well, Dunning has been solid this season while Anderson has been shelled at home this season. Texas's lineup is hitting left-handers well. Although the Angels lineup has hit Dunning well, the righty has been making some solid adjustments mid-game this season, while the Rangers bullpen has also been revamped to win games, which was a problem for them last season. The big reason why I like Texas is they have the rest advantage and Anderson has been brutal at home. Take Texas on the money line. I also like the over in this matchup as I expect Anderson to get hit hard at home again, while this Angels lineup has had success against Dunning, which should allow for more runs. This season, Texas is 19-9-2 in hitting the over, while Los Angeles is 14-15-2, but at home are 6-6-1, while the Rangers on the road are 8-4. As well, in Texas's last 7 games, the games are averaging 9.85 runs per game, while Los Angeles's is averaging 9 runs per game. Take the over in this matchup. Washington Nationals vs Arizona Diamondbacks. The Washington Nationals are fresh off trading all of their All-Star World Series heroes, but with this young, unproven group of players, they have shown over the past 2 weeks that while this team isn't going to challenge for a division crown in 2023, they have the capabilities of beating even great teams. In their past 82 games following a win, the Nationals are just 25-57, as well as being 39-92 in their past 131 games against teams with a winning record, so despite the hot week, don't expect it to hold up for too long. After a few years of struggles, the Arizona Diamondbacks were expected to take a big step forward in 2023, and on the back of a young lineup and a stellar rotation, the team are looking great so far and now need to take down teams like Washington to prove they belong among the elite in the tough NL West. In their past 22 games following a game in which they allowed 5 or more goals, the Diamondbacks have an impressive 15-7 record, as well as being 9-4 in their past 13, with a total set at 9-10.5, so expect another big performance from this pitching staff. While the Washington Nationals have no doubt enjoyed more postseason success in recent years than Arizona, the script has flipped completely in 2023, and with Arizona finding contributions up and down the roster, this is their time to take a big step forward. In their past 5 head-to-head matchups, the Diamondbacks have come away with a 4-1 record, and with a talent advantage, they should come away with a big win in their first game at home after a quick 5-game road trip. Arizona. Both of these teams will live and die by their pitching staff, and while the lineups are no joke, the pitching has thrived in their recent battles, with the under sitting at 6-2 in their past 8 overall head-to-head matchups. For the Nationals, the under is 4-0 in their past 4 overall games, and for the Diamondbacks, the under currently sits at 4-1-1 in their past 6 games played at home, and after some hot stretches for both teams, expect a close, low-scoring battle here. Keep it simple, take the under. Los Angeles Dodgers vs San Diego Padres. Clayton Kershaw has done extremely well according to his baseball saving page, as he is in the 96th percentile in chase rate. Kershaw has 6 different pitches with 3 of them being thrown at least 15% of the time. He faced the Padres twice last season and went 1-0 in 12 innings and gave up 1 run on 8 hits with 1 hit by pitch, 1 walk, and 11 strikeouts. Joe Musgrove has been doing a good job this year when diving into his baseball saving page, as he has allowed 3 barrels in his 2 starts. He also throws 6 different pitches, with all but one thrown at least 13% of the time. Musgrove faced the Dodgers 3 times last season and went 0-2 in 17.1 innings and gave up 7 runs on 15 hits, with 2 hit by pitches, 6 walks, 1 intentional, and 23 strikeouts. Joe Musgrove has allowed 10 earned runs in his 2 starts this season, while Clayton Kershaw has given up 8 earned runs in his 6 starts, so there is a massive difference in the production of these starting pitchers. The ability to slug the ball is critical, and the Dodgers rank 3rd as a team with a .461 slugging percentage, while the Padres are 16th with a .403 slugging percentage so far. The Dodgers have won 66 of the previous 96 games against the Padres, so go with the Los Angeles Dodgers to win this game here. Both teams have done extremely well on the defensive side of things, as San Diego is leading MLB with a .993 team fielding percentage, while Los Angeles is tied for 9th in baseball with a .988 fielding percentage so far this year. Joe Musgrove and Clayton Kershaw have the ability to dominate the opposing lineups and put up zeros to the point where they are able to shut down potent hitters. The under has hit in 4 of the last 5 games against one another played in Petco Park, so go with under 7.5 runs in this game. Houston Astros vs Seattle Mariners. The Astros rank tied for 14th in the majors in runs scored, but they have only totaled 2 runs in losing their last 2 games. Both of those runs came in the last game when they were at home and lost to the San Francisco Giants 4-2. Houston only had 5 hits, and both runs came off Alex Bregman's 2-run HR. Jordan Alvarez, .2646 HR 27 RBI, ranks tied for 4th in baseball in RBI, but does not have one in the last 5 games. Jose Abreu and Bregman rank 1st and 3rd, respectively, on the team in at-bats, but are only batting .232 and .212. This is the first game between these teams this season, and last season the Astros won 12 of 19 games facing the Mariners. On the season, Houston is 8-4 on the road. The Mariners are coming off a 3-game series sweep over the weak Oakland A's, where they only gave up 6 runs. In their last game they beat the A's 5-3, where Taylor Trammell went yard and had 3 RBI, and Colton Wong had 2 RBI. On the season the M's have been led by their pitching, as they rank 4th in the Bigs in team ERA, but only 20th in runs scored. Eugenio Suarez, .2373 HR 18 RBI, and Cal Raleigh, .2155 HR 18 RBI, are tied for the team lead in RBI, and Jarred Kelenic, .3047 HR 15 RBI, leads the team in HR and batting average. On the season Seattle is 7-9 at home, and they have lost their last 4 games facing a team with a winning record. The Mariners are the hotter team coming into this series, winners of 4 in a row, while the Astros have lost their last 2 games. Houston's lineup has struggled as of late, only totaling 2 runs in their last 2 games, and in their last 10 games, have scored over 5 runs only once. The M's have been pretty solid at the dish in their 4-game win streak totaling 24 runs. Each starter for this game was pretty decent in their last outing, and I look for them to be decent again. Not only do both teams rank in the top 4 in the majors in team ERA, but also bullpen ERA. This game will be a close one, but at home and hot the Mariners will get the win for their 5th in a row. Take the Mariners. The total is set low in this game, but the total has gone under in 6 of the last 7 games between these division rivals, and I am leaning towards that pick in this game. The Mariners lineup has been solid as of late, and while they are coming off a sweep in their last series, it was against the lowly Oakland A's. Houston has only totaled 2 runs in their last 2 games, and they will not get much at the dish in this game. Both teams' team ERA and bullpen ERA rank in the top 4 in baseball, and both starts and bullpens will pitch well in this one. Look for a very low-scoring game here, which is why the under is the pick. Take the under 7 runs. Milwaukee Brewers vs San Francisco Giants. Brewers ace Corbin Burnes will get the game ball for the first game of this road set. He earned the win last Saturday against the Angels, allowing 1 run on 5 hits and 1 walk over 6 innings. The right-hander produced his second quality start of the season, and he has a 1.85 ERA across his past 4 outings after he surrendered 10 runs in his first 2 starts of the season. His numbers are starting to normalize after the rough start as was expected, and he has a 4.01 ERA, 1.13 WHIP, and 27.11 kBB across 33.2 innings this year. Expected ERA to dwindle down as the season progresses slowly. In his start in the high altitude of Mexico City, Sean Manaea had a ton of issues as he surrendered 5 runs in 2+ innings. Manaea's pitches simply did not move anywhere near as much as usual in the extreme altitude. According to Yahoo.com, he wound up getting just 4 missed swings on 71 pitches. Although it is easy to ignore this start considering the conditions Mania had to play in, he has not been particularly sharp at all this year. His velocity is up, so there is reason to believe he can provide some value, but it has not shown up yet for the Giants. He comes into this start against a strong Brewers team carrying a 7.85 ERA, 1.64 WHIP. Corbin Burnes will toe the rubber for Milwaukee in the first game of this series. He dominated the Angels last week. The right-hander produced his second quality start of the season, and he has a 1.85 ERA across his past 4 outings after he surrendered 10 runs in his first 2 starts of the season. After a slow start, partially due to the performance of their starting pitching, the Brewers have come alive and thrust themselves back to well over the .500 mark entering this series with the Giants. Look for Burnes to burn through at least 6 innings of work against a good, but not too frightening Giants batting lineup. Burnes will continue his excellent stretch, considering Milwaukee is heavily favored, take them by 2 or more. Our team pick is Milwaukee Brewers minus 1.5 runs. Southpaw Sean Mania will get the start for the Giants Friday. He had a ton of issues as he surrendered 5 runs in 2+ innings last weekend against the Padres. According to Yahoo.com, he wound up getting just 4 missed swings on 71 pitches. Although it is easy to ignore this start considering the conditions Mania had to play in, he has not been particularly sharp at all this year. He comes in with an ERA well over 7 and faces a Brewers team that is beginning to wake up from the dish. The total is set lower due to Burnes on the mound, but I expect the Brew crew to put a big number on Mania and drive this total up. Take the over in this game.